Toto is ready to end the Max Verstappen rumors once and for all. Yuki's F1 future is in trouble with the Red Bull likely not supporting him, and McLaren is wary of Ferrari's pace. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Liam Lawson has recently broken his silence following his demotion from Red Bull Racing, where he had just begun his journey as a full-time driver. In a heartfelt message to his fans and supporters, Lawson acknowledged this as a challenging moment, saying it's tough to be sent back to the junior team, Racing Bulls, after only 2 races with the senior squad. This shift was prompted by the return of Yuki Tsunoda to Red Bull, who will be racing in front of his home crowd at the upcoming Japanese Grand Prix. Lawson faced a tough start, struggling to score points or escape the early qualifying rounds in both the Australian and Chinese Grand Prix. These challenges, combined with the fact that he hadn't raced at those tracks before, led to swirling rumors about possible lineup changes within the Red Bull team. Unfortunately, those speculations proved true as Lawson was swapped for Tsunoda. Taking to Instagram, Lawson expressed his disappointment over the decision, describing it as a significant blow, especially given his lifelong dream of driving for Red Bull. He reflected on his journey, stating, "Being a Red Bull racing driver has been my dream since I was a kid. It's what I've worked towards my whole life." Despite the setback, he shared gratitude for the support he has received, emphasizing how much it means to him during this tough time. Now returning to Racing Bulls, Lawson has the opportunity to rebuild his confidence and further develop his career in Formula One. He's no stranger to the junior team, having previously raced in 11 Grand Prix with Faenza across 2 stints. The upcoming Suzuka race will be a familiar ground for him, and he hopes to leverage his prior knowledge of the track to perform well. History has shown that a return to a secondary team can rejuvenate a driver's career. Pierre Gasly's successful comeback serves as a testament to this. Lawson is determined to follow in those footsteps. In his message, he expressed his excitement about joining the Racing Bulls again, thanking them for their warm welcome and stating, "I'm excited and ready to go to work at one of my favorite places." As he prepares for this next chapter, all eyes will be on Lawson as he aims to demonstrate his skills and prove that he belongs on the F1 grid. His fans are undoubtedly hoping for a swift return to form, eager to see how this change will influence his performance on the track. As we dive deeper into the world of Formula One, one big question looms over the Red Bull racing team following the swap between Liam Lawson and Yuki Tsunoda. What implications does this change hold for the drivers and the team dynamics overall? First, let's talk about Tsunoda's return to the Red Bull RB21. This shift presents a crucial opportunity for him to prove his capabilities. Meanwhile, Martin Brundle voiced his opinion on Lawson's demotion, suggesting it was a significant decision that could impact his career trajectory. Adding to the conversation, Max Verstappen's discomfort with Lawson's situation has also caught attention. An unhappy Verstappen might lead to crucial implications in the team's strategy moving forward. After all, team cohesion is key in such a competitive environment. Jos Verstappen didn't hold back in expressing his disappointment regarding Lawson's return to Racing Bulls. His reaction underscores the emotional temperature surrounding this swap, which seems to be more than just a shuffle within the team. It's a pivotal point in Lawson's F1 journey. However, this isn't the first time Red Bull has made in-season driver swaps, leading us to ponder, how have these moves turned out in the past? Some were hits, while others didn't go as planned. The judgment on these previous swaps could shed light on what might come next for both Tsunoda and Lawson. The racing community is buzzing with excitement as the new dynamics unfold, especially considering how strong the team has been with Tsunoda and rookie Isaac Hadjar, who have propelled the Racing Bulls firmly inside the top 10. Team principal Laurent Mekies expressed optimism about Lawson's environment, emphasizing the team's commitment to nurturing talent and enhancing their performance. Ultimately, as the season progresses, the question remains, will this swap strengthen Red Bull's chances or throw them off course? Stay tuned as we track every twist and turn in this riveting F1 season, where every driver swap could prove crucial in the race for glory. Toto Wolff, the Mercedes team principal has once again stepped into the spotlight to clarify lingering rumors surrounding Max Verstappen. The whispers of a potential switch for the reigning world champion have been prevalent in the F1 community, but Wolff aims to put those speculations to rest. He asserted that confirming a new deal for driver George Russell would effectively extinguish the conversations linking Verstappen to Mercedes. This revelation comes after Wolff awarded Russell an impressive 10 out of 10 for his outstanding performance at the recent Chinese Grand Prix. Wolff praised him for stepping up as a team leader following the departure of Lewis Hamilton. It's clear that Russell is establishing himself as a key figure within the team, making the prospect of a Verstappen switch less likely. In addressing the rumors directly, Wolff acknowledged that discussions have been had in the past about possibly bringing Verstappen over from Red Bull. However, it's crucial to remember that Verstappen is locked into a contract with Red Bull, which runs until the end of the 2028 season. This leaves little room for speculation, despite the potential for team changes in the future. Currently, both George Russell and Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli are set to become free agents at the end of the 2025 season, creating a slight opportunity for change at Mercedes should Verstappen choose to explore other options. Nonetheless, Verstappen has publicly voiced his contentment with Red Bull, suggesting that a switch may not be on the horizon anytime soon. As we look toward the future of the F1 driver market, there's much to consider. The current landscape of driver contracts is always changing, and with the potential for significant shifts in team lineups, fans are left speculating about what could happen next season. But Wolff seems determined to keep his team structure stable, stating his intention to solidify Russell's future with the team as soon as possible. This would, in turn, help to settle any discussions surrounding Verstappen's potential move. Overall, as the 2026 F1 season approaches, the focus on driver contracts and lineups will only intensify. With Wolff at the helm, Mercedes is keen on maintaining its talented roster and ensuring that the whispers of Verstappen joining the Silver Arrows remain just that, whispers. Continuing our exploration of the latest happenings in Formula One, we dive into the heart of Mercedes and their future with drivers. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has hinted at a long-term commitment to their current drivers. While not disclosing all discussions, he emphasizes that every conversation is directed toward a structured process that benefits both the team and the drivers. Wolff acknowledges that contracts contain more than mere guarantees of a driver's position. These discussions are crucial, ensuring both sides are aligned and satisfied. Meanwhile, Red Bull Racing is making headlines with their plan to pay tribute to Honda at the upcoming Japanese Grand Prix. The RB21 will sport a striking white livery, celebrating the partnership with Honda. Such gestures highlight the relationship and respect within the sport, especially at significant events like this one. On the other side of the paddock, there's unrest at Red Bull concerning Max Verstappen's reaction to team developments, particularly with Liam Lawson's recent demotion. The tension reflects the ongoing challenges teams face in balancing driver expectations and performance. The team's recent summit underscored Verstappen's wishes as a key topic, showcasing how vital the Dutch driver's input is to Red Bull's strategy moving forward. And this ongoing narrative of driver dynamics will significantly impact how the season unfolds. As Liam Lawson returns to the Racing Bulls after a brief stint with Red Bull, discussions about alternate driver swaps spark both support and discontent among fellow racers. This incident raises questions about the effectiveness of mid-season changes, a subject that continues to garner differing opinions throughout the paddock. Looking ahead, the focus on the 2025 driver lineup is ramping up. As contracts are finalized, fans are keen to discover which drivers will be confirmed for next season. The anticipation is palpable, especially given the stakes in the competitive atmosphere of F1. Finally, the points standings are beginning to shape the conversation around penalties and performance thresholds, especially as Max Verstappen approaches a potentially concerning ban threshold. These elements all contribute to the intriguing landscape of Formula One, where every decision can lead to dramatic shifts both on and off the track. Stay informed with the latest from the world of F1 by following our updates. The excitement is just beginning. Lando Norris recently shared his insights regarding Lewis Hamilton's performance in an intriguing narrative after Ferrari's pace essentially vanished during race day. Initially, Hamilton showed great promise by securing pole position in the sprint and confidently capturing the win. However, come Grand Prix Sunday, things took a sharp turn for the worse. Norris, who triumphed in the Chinese Grand Prix, attributed Hamilton's drop in performance to his inability to escape the grips of dirty air when racing against other competitors. When competing closely behind another car, even being just 3 seconds back can spell trouble for drivers. Norris emphasized how this dirty air affects grip and consequently overall race performance. After that stellar sprint pole and victory, Hamilton saw a dip in momentum during qualifying, where he ultimately placed P5, not quite up to the podium's lofty standards. Unfortunately for Hamilton, things didn't improve post-race, as he, along with Ferrari's Charles Leclerc and Alpine's Pierre Gasly, faced disqualification due to technical infringements. Hamilton's disqualification stemmed from excessive plank wear, while Leclerc and Gasly dealt with their own underweight issues. On the other hand, Norris had a remarkable day, finishing in a McLaren 1-2 alongside his teammate Oscar Piastri, despite facing his own challenges, including a brake pedal problem. With George Russell from Mercedes also completing the podium, this race showcased a mix of triumph and tribulation on the track. Reflecting on the day's events, Norris noted the unfair advantages Hamilton enjoyed while leading, which allowed him to race without the constraints of dirty air and enjoy a better grip. He pointed out, "As we saw yesterday, Hamilton in the lead was fast. It's easier when you're leading because you don't have dirty air and have more grip. That makes the race easier." It's a testament to how critical track positioning can be and how greatly it impacts performance during a race. Norris further explained the intense pressure of trying to outperform others in dirty air. The struggle was palpable for him as he defended against George Russell, weighing the risks of tire wear, knowing that pushing harder could jeopardize race strategy. Despite these challenges, he managed to finish as runner-up, maintaining his lead in the early drivers' championship standings. He expressed genuine excitement over race day, stating, "It was a good race, really. A long race because we were expecting a 2-stop strategy, but switching to 1 stop. It was a long second stint, but a very good race." Ultimately, securing a 1-2 finish was exactly what McLaren hoped for. Norris shared his satisfaction with the day's outcome, noting improved pace and balance in his car since the sprint race. "I felt more confident, and we got good points," he concluded. This exciting tale from the race serves as a reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in Formula One, and how critical understanding factors like dirty air can be to a driver's success. Lewis Hamilton recently faced challenges at the Chinese Grand Prix, where he struggled to maintain the performance he had shown during the sprint race. While he acknowledged the impact of dirty air, he pointed to adjustments made to the SF25 car as a key factor in his decline. Hamilton expressed his appreciation for the team's efforts to innovate, sharing, "I'm glad that we tried something." However, he admitted that the setup changes ended up diminishing the car's performance. "We had a pretty decent car in the sprint, and then we made some changes. It was even worse in the race," he noted, illustrating the fine line between progress and setbacks in Formula One. He also commented on the length of pit stops, emphasizing, "The pit stop is too long here." With competitors maintaining strong pace, even with fresher tires, the challenge became even more evident. In an exchange regarding possible alterations to the ride height of the car, Hamilton clarified, "I don't know who said that we lifted the car, but no." He emphasized that while there were changes, they weren't significant, suggesting that small adjustments had cascading effects on overall performance. As the season unfolds, Ferrari finds itself in a tough spot, sitting 5th in the constructors' standings, trailing leaders McLaren by 61 points. This situation has sparked reflections on Hamilton's position at Ferrari. Contrary to claims that he may no longer be fit to compete at this level, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur firmly dismissed such notions. indicating that Hamilton's performance should not be judged solely on recent struggles. Meanwhile, Hamilton recently experienced his second disqualification in 18 months, raising speculation and theories about potential regulations. After a mixed bag of outcomes during his time with Ferrari, from high hopes to unexpected setbacks, Hamilton's journey is still full of complexities. Stay tuned for more updates on Hamilton and Ferrari as the season progresses, and join us next time as we dive deeper into the thrilling world of Formula One and unearth the latest insights from the track. Lewis Hamilton's recent disqualification from the Chinese Grand Prix has sparked a fresh debate within the Formula One community. Speculation is rife as reports suggest that Hamilton's troubles may have roots in the pre-season testing conducted in Bahrain. It appears that he wasn't able to complete a crucial race simulation, a key factor that may have led to complications during the race in Shanghai. According to Sky F1 reporter Ted Kravitz, the timing of Hamilton's disqualification raises questions. The first dry race of the 2025 season in Shanghai ended with Hamilton's surprising disqualification, leaving fans and analysts alike wondering if it's mere coincidence or a reflection of deeper issues within the Ferrari team. In an eventful race, Hamilton and his teammate Charles Leclerc faced significant setbacks, finishing 6th and 5th respectively, before being disqualified for separate infractions. While Leclerc was disqualified due to his car being underweight, Hamilton's disqualification stemmed from excessive wear on the skid blocks of his SF25. This incident marks an alarming trend for Hamilton, as it's the second time in just 18 months that he's faced disqualification for the same issue, having previously encountered a similar fate at the 2023 United States Grand Prix. The ongoing discussions regarding Hamilton's disqualification have also ignited conversations about the need for increased testing within the F1 calendar. During the recent Chinese Grand Prix, Hamilton expressed his frustrations as he raced without having completed a full race distance previously. The season opener in Australia had been held under wet conditions, making the Chinese GP his first opportunity to experience a complete race. At the Bahrain test, Hamilton intended to conduct a race simulation, but was hindered by a technical problem believed to be related to the hydraulics of his car. Kravitz mentioned that had Hamilton managed to complete his race simulation, the Ferrari team might have identified issues related to ride height beforehand, potentially altering the outcome of the race. In recounting his interactions with Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, Kravitz shared an intriguing detail. Vasseur candidly acknowledged that Hamilton's performance in the Australian Grand Prix was significantly impacted by the lack of a practice race due to the technical problem encountered in Bahrain. Ferrari's ongoing challenges with technical reliability underscore an essential aspect of F1 racing. Without proper testing and data acquisition, drivers like Hamilton may find themselves in precarious situations on race day. This raises a vital point. Should the F1 governing body reconsider regulations surrounding testing to ensure teams and drivers are fully prepared for each race? As the discussions continue, fans are left to ponder the implications of these events on Hamilton's future with Ferrari. Will the disqualification affect his morale and performance moving forward, or will he rise to the challenge? The Formula One community waits with bated breath for the next chapter in this unfolding saga of competition, strategy, and potential redemption. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates and insights on Lewis Hamilton's journey and the latest happenings in Formula One racing. As we delve deeper into the world of Formula One, recently, Lewis Hamilton faced criticism for his radio communications during the Australian Grand Prix. It sparked a conversation surrounding his relationship with his race engineer. Despite the chatter, Hamilton himself dismissed the notion that there were significant issues, stating, "I don't think this is a thing." But that wasn't Hamilton's only hurdle. Following his disqualification in China, it came to light that Ferrari was grappling with ride height problems of the SF25. After Charles Leclerc clocked impressive times during practice, the team discovered the car was running too low to the ground. In a bid to avoid excessive wear and potential disqualification, Ferrari made the decision to raise the car's ride height, impacting their performance over the weekend. The result? Hamilton and Leclerc, both of whom had shown promise earlier, ended up qualifying in positions 7 and 8. The race day proved disheartening as they slipped to 9th and 10th, showcasing just how quickly fortunes can change in F1. As the constructors' standings stand, Ferrari sits in 5th, tied on points with Williams, a staggering 61 points behind the dominant McLaren. Moreover, recent comments have ignited debates around Hamilton's fitness in the sport. Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur was quick to dismiss claims that Hamilton is no longer a competitive driver. His confidence in Hamilton's abilities remains steadfast, emphasizing it's more about adapting to the ever-evolving dynamics of Formula One racing. And speaking of evolving dynamics, let's not overlook Lando Norris. Following his impressive sprint pole and win, Norris shared his perspective on Hamilton's declining pace, igniting discussions about the technical challenges drivers face. In just 31 days with Ferrari, Hamilton has experienced a whirlwind of highs and lows. The emotional roller coaster has left fans wondering what the future holds. As we await updates on Hamilton's journey with Ferrari, it'll be intriguing to see how strategies shift and rivalries develop in this prestigious sport. Stay with us as we continue to bring you the latest F1 news, insights, and thrilling moments from the track.